All right, here we're solving, but we have a rational equation. Okay, so it's just like it's just like any other fraction. You need the denominator to be the same. So I'm gonna factor this to see what the difference is between this and these two, the a minus 3. So I'm gonna assume that a minus 3 is a factor. So I need negative 2, because 3 times 2 gives me 6. Okay, and so both of these need the a minus 2. So technically we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by a minus 2 for both of these so that they have the same denominator. Well, this is going to be 1 times this, so I'm going to end up with a minus 2 plus, I'm going to go ahead and bring this down, 2a plus 6 is equal to 4 times a minus 2. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. I'm going to combine like terms. So we're going to end up with 3a plus 4 is equal to 4a minus 8. Combine like terms. I'm going to move the 3a over. So we end up with a. And then we'll minus 8 is equal to 4. Add 8 to both sides. And so we end up with 12 is equal to a. And so we've solved this. Alright, now on this one, we're going to solve, but we don't have this in the fraction form. So I'll put this over 1. Okay, this has 3x, and this has x. So this is missing a 3, so I'm going to multiply this by 3. This doesn't have an x or the 3, so I'm going to multiply this by 3x. So we end up with 4 is equal to 3x plus 3. Okay, subtract 3x from both sides. Ooh, sorry, we're not going to subtract 3x from both sides because that doesn't have an x. We're going to subtract 3 from both sides. And we end up with 1 is equal to 3x. And we divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to a third. Alright, here again we have 1 minus 1 over x minus 2. Okay, and then we have x minus 2 here as well within the denominator. So I'm going to make this into a fraction, and then I'm going to multiply this by x minus 2. Now the reason I'm doing this is because to add or subtract fractions, I've got to have the same denominator. So I'm going to end up multiplying x minus 2 times 1, so we get x minus 2. Minus 1 from here, and it's equal to 5. Okay, so then we add 1. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up first before I start moving things across. We've got negative 2, negative 1. It's going to be negative 3 is equal to 5. And then we just add 3 to both sides. And so we end up with x is equal to 8. Alright, here we're going to have to factor the bottom to see what else we need besides b minus 2. Okay, so with this, we'll factor this one. So I get b minus 2. Okay, and then I want this to be positive, so that means this is going to be positive, so I'm on 2 and 5 would be, yeah. So negative 2 times 5 gives me the negative 10. Okay, so we need a b plus 5 to this one. Now you need to be careful with this one because you have this negative out here. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So we'll bring down the 4 is equal to 1. Then we have negative b plus 5. You need to distribute the negative. So we end up with 4 is equal to 1 minus b minus 5. Okay, again, we distributed that through so that we end up with this. Okay, so I'm going to combine like terms. I got 1 minus 5 is going to give me 4. Negative 4 minus b, add 4, end up with 8 is equal to negative b. Don't want a negative variable, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. anyway, we end up with -8 is equal to b.